What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and right before you get to the video, we wanted to just include you into some information about our channel. We're in the middle of a milestone giveaway. If we hit 500 subscribers, we're giving away a slab. What slab are we giving away, Nate?
We're giving away a CGC graded 9.4 Wolverine #1 with a custom label as well, a custom Wolverine label. This is the #1, the first in his ongoing series.
Yes, but the only way we can give it away is if we hit 500 subscribers. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. And yeah, so let's get on to the video, shall we? Hey, Nate.
What's up?
What are you doing?
Just waiting to do today's video. Check out the haul.
Is it a Beefy Haul?
No, it's actually not a Beefy Haul. I'm very excited
You
about it.
shut your goddamn mouth. You know it's a Beefy Haul. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't a Beefy Haul.
No, I mean, I can show you right now. It's just a medium haul. It's only 16 books. It's under 20, so it means not beefy for me.
What are you doing?
No beef.
I do not...
I'm taking a break. I had too much beef. I've had beef for like 5 weeks straight.
What did you just say to me?
Too much beef.
You don't want any of my carne asada?
No, I need a break from the beef.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? You're gonna
Totally
deny
serious.
you're gonna deny Beefy Haul Cow right now?
Yeah,
after everything after everything I've done for you.
So far, all you've done is come on the show and make awkward lips at me, and I don't like it.
You like the lips. You know you do.
I don't like it. It's creeping me out.
We'll see. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I don't make empty.
Next week is beefy.
That's right. I don't make empty threats.
Okay, buddy.
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another comic book haul video for you for the week of August 4th. And I believe everything is working. I think our setup is working. Yeah, right. We've just had some terrible misfortunes, whether it's our live show or re-recording this video 15,000 times. Either way, we've got a pretty decent sized week. It's not massively beefy, but it's mid-size. It's a mid-range, you know. It's beef light.
Beef light. Let's get into it.
There you go. So first up, we have X-Men issue #2 from Gary Duggan. You know, enjoyed issue 1. I hope issue 2 doesn't slump. I'm sure it won't. And then you get this great PP cover, PP Larraz. It's just
and interiors.
Oh, that's right, and interiors, fantastique. That's all I got to say.
Yep. You know, some people are calling this the era of Jerry Duggan, but I think we're still very much in the Hickman era. I think his overall vision is still very much being shown. But
100%.
After that, we have our only 2 X books this week. We have Hellions #14, and we are doing something I don't remember because we've had so many good X books in the past 3 weeks since this came out that something about the clone of Sinister's back or something.
No, it's I believe it's the Arakan mutants. You know, Sinister stole their DNA, and now they're back to come get it back. And
right,
it's just a lot going on here. Hopefully, it stays funny and more action. Dude, it's been a good book. It's never been a bad
great book. Nope, I think every issue this has been at least a B+. Even the terrible involvement of that carnival guy.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. You mean
Arcade?
Oh, Arcade. Yes, Arcade.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. After that, we've got Avengers issue 47. We're continuing the World War She-Hulk Part 2. You know, I digested the first part. I was kind of like, okay, I guess. And now that we have a second issue, I was kind of like, you know what? I want to keep going on that. I know that you're off on it, and that's fine. But I want to see where it goes. You know, I feel like this might actually be a really fun story. So I'm going to keep my head up high on this one. I'm going to keep, you know, an open mind towards it and see where we go.
My mind is closed. I hope you have a good time.
Wow.
After that, we have another Infinite Destiny story. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. And we also realized, what's this? Infinite Fury Part 4 of 8, but we had 5 last week.
Interesting.
Huh?
Major boo-boo.
So somebody messed up. Yeah, apparently we're going to focus on the Prince of Power in this issue. not very familiar with Prince of Power, and he's been a pretty minor character in the Ewing run so far. But
Yeah.
hey, maybe we'll get a little bit of expansion on him. Ewing is writing this issue, so I think that he's going to include some information that is pertinent to his overall run.
I feel like he was supposed to be a bigger player in the first arc, and then that kind of got squashed. So now we're kind of like, where's Power Prince? So I don't know. Also, I'll say this cover looks a lot like a coloring book. I'm not really into it, but I am looking forward to the Infinite Furies part of the book.
Yeah, the part that we missed from last week.
After that, we have Spirit of Vengeance, Spirit Rider #1. We got some Ghost Rider action here. I've been waiting patiently for some Ghost Rider comics. I thought the previous one was really good, so I was sad to see it go. So now that we're kind of getting, some more Ghost Rider, that being in a mini series, that's okay. But Taboo is writing this book, which is one of the guys from Black Eyed Peas. So I know he's written a couple Marvel books, and I haven't had the fortune to read any of those. So I'm looking forward to this book a lot.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pick this one up. It just sort of was like, it just was barely missed it. But
yeah, that's okay. All right, after that, we have Immortal Hulk #49, the penultimate issue of Al Ewing's Hulk run. I've said it before. I feel like this run could have ended at 45, but it's clear that Marvel wanted to get to 50 so they could have a nice, big, fat, beefy omnibus for Immortal Hulk. I have enjoyed it. It's a deep, very deep comic. You got to really dive deep into it to really see what's going on, and I've enjoyed it. So I'm interested to see how it's going to end and how Ewing is going to pass the torch, if you will, to Donny Cates.
Yeah, I've only read the first 2 arcs of the story just because I was so far behind, and I don't know. At the time, I didn't feel like catching up, so
right.
I'm glad this is ending so that I can get some of the hardcovers or something, or at least read it on Marvel Unlimited.
Really get into it, yeah.
Yeah. After that, we've got a couple of Star Wars books. The first one is A Bounty Hunters #15. Yep, 15. This is a, of course, more of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. We are deep into that event, still until like October or something. Bounty Hunters, specifically the title Bounty Hunters, has been probably the book that has stayed truest to its storyline that was happening before the event started, while simultaneously also adding a little something to the War of the Bounty Hunters story. So I'm looking forward to this one. And then we also have the one-shot for LOM and Zuckuss.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I believe we're going to pick up with them right where we left off in the previous issue of Bounty Hunters, where our main character in Bounty Hunters throws them off the side of a spaceport, and they just like, and obviously they don't die, but I think this book is going to wrap them back into the story. They've been a lot of fun supporting characters from the Bounty Hunters book, so I'm excited for this book.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, after that, we've got Silk #5. This is the last issue in this little miniseries run with Silk. I want more. I'm hoping that this book ends with it going, and there will be more Silk continued in November or something like that. It's been a fun run, and I need more of it. It's been a nice character insight. If you don't really know who Silk is, I think it's a really good miniseries to jump on and kind of just really get to know the character a little bit better. So, yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. After that, we have Daredevil issue #1. Daredevil issue #1 from the Black, White, and Blood series. So we're continuing this, 3 colors issue. First it was Wolverine, now then it was Carnage, now it's Deadpool. Yeah, I'm super stoked for this. The writers on this series look pretty badass. I think it's issue 2 that we're going to get a Daniel Warren Johnson story for Deadpool, and I cannot wait for that. So excited about this one for sure.
Yeah, the creative team on this miniseries was almost enough to get me to jump on. Probably will have to if you give it a good review. I'll probably have to pick up the trade.
All right.
Because
okay.
There's a lot of good people in this book.
Sounds
I believe that wraps up Marvel, right?
Yep, wraps up Marvel. We gotta get into them DCs.
All right, let's jump into a DC book by technicality only.
Yep.
Nice House on the Lake #3 by the one, the only Eisner winner, writer of the year, James Tynion IV.
Tiny Onion.
I mean, I don't know. I could blather about this thing all day long.
Yep.
This book has been really great. Tiny Onion is great. Everything that he does is gold. If you're not picking up this book and you, I mean, honestly, if you're not picking up this book at all, you're silly. But especially if you're into like more of a suspenseful, not quite horror. There's nothing horrific, or at least there hasn't been yet, but just more of like a dark suspense story. Little bit of like a sci-fi aspect to it, but gosh, first 2 issues of this have been great, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
100, and I'm sure it'll be our pick of the week. I think a Tiny Onion book in general will probably be our pick of the week.
For sure.
Speaking of Tiny Onion, we've got Batman 111.
Hello.
This is the issue right before Fear State, so see where that takes us. If you're not reading Batman right now, you are missing out. It's been so good. Yeah, I'm ready for it. It's gonna be a great week. The fact that we have 3 Tiny Onion books this week is just
makes it a good week.
Yeah, it makes it a good week. It puts it on a pedestal for sure, and a good one. It's a not a faulty pedestal. I think it's just gonna be a great week.
After that, we have Green Lantern number 5. Boy, I've been looking forward to this issue for a while, mainly because of this badass cover. Like, this cover is so nice.
It's a very good cover.
But it looks like we've got my number 1. Green Lantern, Joe Mulligan going after Sinestro Corps. And unfortunately, it also looks like we are continuing with our half and half story, where we get half of a Joe story with a good artist, and we get half of a John Stewart story that's not super great. Yeah. And the art's, unfortunately, very poor. And so we'll see how that goes. I really want this book to just transition to a Joe story, or at least get some of the Lanterns back together. I understand that it's traditional for a Lantern book to really be kind of spread out. There's a lot of Green Lantern characters that are important and have stories to tell, but my goodness. I don't know. I'm just hoping that the Joe part of the story can carry it.
I think it will, and also, like you were saying, this cover is fantastic. It's got great negative space, and I love the contrast, the fact that it's all yellow rather than green. It's it just shows the dire consequence that Joe is in this particular moment. I love it.
Nice. After that, we have Justice League number 66, Brian Michael Bendis. Mm-hmm. I think this is probably the book that both you and I are the least interested in our poll this week. We've got a merry-go-round of artists on this book. It changes every week. We're getting the book every 2 weeks, and yet it still feels like the slowest plot line in DC every month, and it's just
it just doesn't feel like there's any consistency, man. Like, the fact that they're jumping the artist every fucking issue, I don't know, dude. It's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
I can't feel like I can get my feet on the ground on it.
I have yet to jump off of a DC book once we've jumped on, but I think this one's getting a little close.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Also, I've been doing myself a disservice, I know, but I have still not been reading the Justice League Dark backup stories by Ram V, who we both love. But the first part of the book is such a beatdown that I get to the back and I'm just like, maybe later. And now I'm 10 issues behind, and so I'll have to go back and read them all from the very beginning.
Well, that might be kind of fun.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, next up, I've got 3 DC books that you don't have, so I'm going to get through them really quick. I'm going to make a game time decision here and say I've got Justice League Infinite number 2, based off of the conclusion of the cartoon. So we're continuing that story, and we're dealing with Overman, which is the alternate version of Superman within the cartoon. So, this is going to be a make it or break it issue. I enjoyed the first issue, but I don't know how far I'm going to go into this Justice League Infinite. But I am looking forward to this. But this might be the last issue I pick up of this book. Then after that, we have Suicide Squad dealing with the crime syndicate of Earth 3. We've got Bloodsport getting his ass kicked by Ultraman. Probably won't end well for him. He's probably going to die.
Not wrong.
But this has probably it's been one of the bright spots in DC for me. I really like Suicide Squad, so it feels like it's kept true to the idea of Suicide Squad, yet still introducing new characters into the squad. So looking forward to that one. Nice. And then speaking of Crime Syndicate, we've got Crime Syndicate issue number 6 of 6. It's the end. It's the end of this miniseries. Looking forward to how it's going to end, and I hope that we get more Crime Syndicate because I've really enjoyed it. I know some people have been off on this book, but I'm interested to see, where we go from here. I don't know. I hope it continues. I guess that's my biggest hope, is that it continues.
Yeah, you've enjoyed it enough that I think I'm going to pick up the trade when it comes out because, 6-issue miniseries, it's not a lot of time devotion, so.
Why not?
Why not?
Yep.
All right. I think that's the end of our DC books.
Let's
jump into some independents. We're going to start with Image books, and we're going to start with The Me You Love in the Dark by Scotty Young and Jorge Corona. This is the creative team that brought you Middle West, a story I am not personally familiar with. However, it's gotten a lot of praise. The big, giant, hardbound compendium just came out recently. So, this book has been getting a lot of hype. And I honestly picked it up because of Scotty Young, because of the dark tone. And one reviewer was like, hey, if you're a Stephen King fan, you need to pick this shit up. And I was like, well, that's me. So I picked it up. We'll see.
There's a lot of hype with this book. I think there's a lot of hype on the internet, and there's a lot of hype amongst our comic book store. Ron hyped this book up too. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. All right, after that, we've got Geiger, issue number 5. This book it started off up-ish and then kind of down, and now we're kind of up again. I am intrigued. I know that there's probably, there's one more issue after this. It's going to be kind of like a giant-sized issue, and then it's taking a break. We'll see if the conclusion and this book and the conclusion are enough for me to continue to read it after they kind of take a break. Usually when books take a break, I kind of take that time to do I want to continue to pull this, or do I want to just pick up a trade later? So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we've got a couple of books that instantly jump to mind that I am so desperate for them to come back from break, like Big Girls and Ultra Mega, and also Adventure Man, which I think comes back. That is coming back really soon, this month sometime.
Sweet.
Yep. After that, we got a couple of Boom books. First Boom book is 7 Secrets, number 11. This is a show favorite. I mean, God, I think between the two of us, 5 or 6 of the 11 issues have been chosen as pick of the week. So we are, I think, probably going to get a big reveal in this issue.
We're getting a big reveal for sure.
I think we're probably going to see who the betrayer is. Jim thinks it's this feller. I don't think it is that feller. So I guess we're going to see.
Just read and find out.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous.
The next book we got is Win from Tiny Onion. It's our third Tiny Onion book of the pull. I cannot wait to read this. This is a fantastic book. A lot of bang for your buck. It's a $5.99 book, but it's oversized. It is, or $4.99. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And coloring, writing, artwork, all of it fantastic. Very interested to see where it goes. I say that with all of our books, but this is one of the best books in our pulls right now.
Yep. Issue 8 was my pick of the week the last time that it was here. So
yeah, there you go.
All right. Looks like after that we've got a couple of bad idea books. A couple of bad ideas. The first one is Tankers, number 3.
Oh.
This book's kind of been a bad idea.
Well, at first issue you were like, eh. I was like, oh, this first issue's good. Then issue 2 came out, and I was like, issue 2's kind of eh. And you were like, dude, I actually really liked issue 2. So I'm very interested to see where issue 3 lands for us.
I forgot that. And so to a certain extent, I guess you're right. But also to a certain extent, I wonder if you're wrong because I literally forgot that I enjoyed it.
It's been so long. But anyway,
the
one thing that we always say about these books are it's a bad idea, but dude, this is a premium format book.
That's true.
Marvel, DC, get your shit together. This is how you make a comic. Just saying.
Okay, I'm already a little bit more excited because it looks like we get another Hank Howard Pizza Detective backup story in the back.
Oh,
so
yay.
That story was so ridiculous that I'm kind of looking forward to it now.
All right, after that, it's our last book of the pool, and it's a book that we both absolutely hated, but we've committed to bad idea, and so we're going to see it through. It's a 3-parter. It's issue 2, The Lot. I'll be very surprised if this book makes the pull list, even in honorable mentions. I have a feeling it will not, but
we'll see.
You never know. We'll see.
Also, Bad Idea always has amazing covers on the back. Here's the back of Tankers. That's pretty cool. I like it. And then, of course, here's the back of The Lot. It's not good. Why would it be? Sorry.
The front cover though is really good. Like the artwork on the front looks amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool book. Like it's premium and nice and shiny and
just the story is just all over the goddamn place.
Yep.
All right, so that does it for our pulls for this week for August 4th. Now we're going to jump into the other part of the show where we talk about extra things that we pulled this week that aren't necessarily about our main pull. I'm going to kick it off really quick, and I think we both.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, we both picked this up, which is we both picked up the hardcover of Philip Kennedy Johnson's Last Gods, or The Last God. I only read the first issue, and then I didn't read the rest because you were reading it, and I heard your reviews, and I was like, fuck, I need to read this. And then they announced this hardcover, and I was like, that's what I'm getting. I'm buying this right now. I pre-ordered it, and I'm going to just take a weekend and just digest it because I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this since I heard it was announced as well. Even though I was reading it, I was like, I just want to be able to just sit down on the couch for a couple hours and just knock this whole story out at once. It's so rich with detail that sometimes it can be hard to remember on a month-by-month basis exactly where you're at. And seriously, this is probably in my top 5 of all time on art in a book. If you're a DC person, you're probably very familiar with Riccardo Federici's character pencil variants, the 1 in 25s that have been coming out of Batman and Joker and Harley Quinn and everyone. Punchline. It's the pencil sketches. That's him, but this is him at his like absolute peak. And in order to get this book on time, they had to have like 3 different colorists color him behind him because
that's right. I remember that.
It was so intricate. The art in this is phenomenal. So very excited about this.
Yeah, hell yeah, to have a premium format of it as well. I know the books, the individual singles were pretty like premium, but to have
they were all the I don't know what you cardboard sort of
cardstock or whatever.
Cardstock, yeah.
Nice. And then you got something else?
Yeah, the only other thing I have is just a nice little variant pull. Everyone knows I'm obsessed with Joe Mulligan, so of course I had to pick up the B cover of Green Lanterns 5. Anything with Joe on the cover is an insta buy for me, and here it is. So
nice.
That's it. That's all my extras this week.
All right, so that's going to do it for our haul for August 4th. Make sure to join us this Sunday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube. We're going to stream live our reviews for the show. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. If you're not already subscribed to the show, subscribe. We're in the middle of a Milestone Giveaway. We talked about that at the beginning of the show, so we're trying to hit that 500 number. We need your support, and everybody that's watching right now that's already subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much.
It's so cute.
We're going to wrap up the video with what we always say, which is read more comics. We'll see you guys later.
Deuces.